Today, we're back with another episode on the Basic Admin series. But before I jump into the video, let's talk about getting me to my first goal of 100 subs. Now, I currently have 19 subs, and that's pretty good. I've only had my channel for about a year and a half. But if you guys could please help me out and hit that subscribe button and that like button, that would be great. Thank you guys, and please watch to the end of the video. Alright, so today we're going to be editing Essentials code and the UI, also known as Essentials Client. First, let's jump into Essentials code. Now, if you have not watched another video in this series yet, then please watch all the other videos so you can be caught up and know exactly where we are. Alright, so here you're basically just configuring. Here you're getting the player GUI, and all of that kind of stuff. Here, configuration, Essentials event, you can see it's also here. I will be talking a little more about Essentials event today, but we won't be talking that much about it today. Client config. Okay, so this can be important when you're adding something into Essentials code. You might need to add it on here. It really depends. But for now, we're not going to talk about that much. For that, we're going to move on. All right. So now here we have invoke server, which has to do with commands. That's how, I don't know any other way to explain that really. Fire server is very important. So fire server is actually when you use Essentials event, you do colon fire server or fire client, or fire all clients, whatever it is. This is, well, no, mostly you use like fire all clients. You don't really use fire server that much, but it has to do with using a command from a local script. So this is important for when you have a UI. When you have a notification, this is where it will like size them, so like one will be above it, like they are above each other. You can see the tweening them. You can see all of that. Console. Create label. Not exactly sure what that is. Alright. So that is when you hover over something. That is what this is. Display. And this is the message area. This is where you can, like, if you want to edit the message template, this is where you would go. We aren't really editing that much in this video. We are mostly just going over. I'm going to do a lot of editing in the future after we finish going over everything. But for now, we're just reviewing. Resizing. Here's the wait time. Like if you were to do sticky message, which we will have a video in this series for sticky message, which means if you want to be one of the first people to know when it comes out, I recommend subscribing, because we will have a sticky message video very, very soon. Alright, and this is actually one of the areas that you could configure it. Okay. Now, let's move on to list. This is the list template. If you were to ever edit it, this is where you would edit it. It all has to do with this. And here is where you can configure if you can search and can refresh. Let's see what else. Ooh, the command table. It's more about that here. Donor data. No data. Like this is where it displays, like if there's nothing in that table, it will display no data. Like if you wanted to change that, you could say like empty. Like if I wanted to change that right now, empty. I'll just leave it as empty. And I'll actually test that after we finish going over this donor data. Permanent bands. Search button, when you click that, like if I want to just change this to, if I didn't want the dots to be there, I could take that off of there. Refresh, how you can like refresh it all here. Donor template. Like if I wanted the title to be like just donor, I could change that. I'll show you guys that too. Let's see what else. Confirmation, all here. Let's see what else. This is all for, I'm not going to be going over this right now. This is a lot more of for donor. We're not really going to be going over donor that much right now because I'll have a whole video on donor where we are adding things and changing up the menu so you can like make it headless. You can change the shirt, the pants. I'll have a whole video on just that. So we're not really going to be going over donor right now. Let's see. No, donor. Is this all donor? Okay, Pbands. So this is the Pbands area. This is where it basically yeah, this is the template for the Pbands. Yeah. Like say you want to take out basic admin, here's another area to do it in. Once again, if you want to change the no data, you could change it here to just empty. I'm going to show you guys this too. This, if you wanted to change this, the modes, or even add a mode, which I don't know why you would do that. There's not really any other modes you can add. Like if you want to add a display name mode, then you could do that, I guess. Maybe I'll do a video on that actually, adding Pband modes. Hint template. So actually to make a sticky message, what we'll be doing is we'll be cloning the hint template for the sticky message template. And we'll basically just be doing that. We're going to be taking out the wait time part. So all of that. And then yeah. Pen notif when you're sending the notification. Yeah. Move on. Alright. Display PM. Displaying the PM. Alright. You can't reply to this message. Like you could change that to like replies are disabled for this message. Like you could change it to that. Key down. Checking user input if a certain key is down. Making a player fly. Console, launching the console. I'll have a video on the console too and editing that and making a console button for mobile. So, command confirmation. Okay, here is very important for Essentials function. Okay, so this command confirmation client setup. This is a message that prints when you start the game. Here's where you can change the admin titles. Like if I wanted to say, like when I join here, I'll make it so this just says owner. And then we can even change this to like commands, and we could even change this to let's see, like allowed perms. Like we can just say that. Essentials event, once again. Donor, display donor, Pband. So this all connects to, if you saw in my last video, when we went over this part of the main module, where they have very similar stuff, this is where it all comes from. And they just write it out in more depth in the main module. So yeah, that's that. Let's test what we did to make sure it's working. No error. Oh, error. Oops. Somehow, don't know why that. Oh no. Alright, we fixed that. Oh, I was also gonna come in here and add myself. Here we go. We have this, it said that. Let's try going into like logs. Empty. It says empty. We did that. Yeah, let's see. Can we get into donors? No, did I use the wrong command? Oh yeah, it's donate. Alright. We'll go over that after. For now, let's look at the UI. Alright. So here is the UI, and when you want to edit the UI, just go down to Starter GUI, add a screen GUI. And like when you want to look at them, I'm not really gonna go and add them to this and all, but you can just drag them down there and click visible. So that's really it for UI. There wasn't much in UI. But anyways, that's all for today's video. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, leave a subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.